Two Israeli soldiers flee Amsterdam fearing arrest over Gaza war crimes charges. This is not the first time this is happening. We have seen similar incidents in the past. Before I share with you the details, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed. Consider subscribing and support my channel. Two Israeli soldiers vacationing in Amsterdam fled to Israel after pro-Palestine groups identified them and sought to pursue legal action against the pair for war crimes in Gaza. I'll actually share the footage so you can see this two monsters in Amsterdam before they fled. This marks the first time active duty soldiers have faced such a situation, as past cases primarily involved reservists, the Quds News Network reported. The two soldiers had posted images on social media from their deployment in northern Gaza, some depicting blindfolded Palestinian detainees. Evidence of crimes, the report noted. They also shared updates about their trip to the Netherlands. Can you imagine? Pro-Palestinian groups posted the soldiers' information online and were mobilizing to have arrest warrants issued for the two, who were instructed by Israeli occupation authorities to remain in their hotel room in case of the unlikely event that arrest warrants would be issued for them. Israeli reports cited by QNN said the soldiers were quickly extracted and have since returned to Israel. Can you imagine? They documented their participation in the genocide while they were also at the same time visiting Amsterdam, going on a vacation. Unbelievable. Like, if there is one terrorist, one level of terrorists that must not be spared, that must be captured and thrown in the dungeons of jail, is this kind of terrorists, the Israeli terrorists. Evacuated, the Israeli Khan broadcaster cited by the Andalus news agency said the soldiers were evacuated from Amsterdam after organizations working to issue arrest warrants against Israeli soldiers circulated their photos. So let me actually share with you this one, or this tweet from the X. So Hind Rajam Foundation is coming from Hind Rajam Foundation. Two Israeli soldiers landed in Amsterdam. One of them is a war criminal. Our lawyers moved on him in silence. However, after some large accounts online started tagging us with their pictures, the Israelis were alerted and immediately smuggled them out of the country. So this is again coming from Hind Rajab directly. Let's see what they are showing on X when it comes to their pictures that was posted online. So let's see here. The Hind Rajab Foundation, HRF, a Belgium-based pro-Palestinian group that leads a legal charge against Israeli soldiers, war crimes in Gaza, acknowledged tracking the soldiers. So Hind Rajab Foundation, now they're using lawyers to go after these criminals in silence. I mean, can you believe this? They're becoming very well in tracking these criminals. They're becoming a spy, very, very professional. Yesterday, two Israeli soldiers landed in Amsterdam. One of them is a war criminal. The organization posted on X Tuesday. Our lawyers moved on him in silence. However, after some large accounts online started tagging us with their pictures, the Israelis were alerted and immediately smuggled them out of the Netherlands, it added. Israeli genocide tracker. Now take a listen at this one. So on Monday, the Israeli genocide tracker published photos of the soldiers on its X. So Israeli genocide tracker is a different organization or a different entity working on tracking down these Zionist rats, these war criminals. After participating in Gaza's genocide, this Israeli tank commander from the 52nd Battalion, who was involved in kidnapping hundreds of civilians, especially in Jabalia, and who enjoyed taking selfies with them, landed in Amsterdam today for a vacation, the group stated. So I'm going to be actually showing you the picture here right now. Take a look at this picture first, and this was published on X. And if you scroll down, so these are the two war criminal terrorists walking free in Amsterdam before they were caught. And you can see tracking genocide. So they have a entity or a group of people who are working continuously day and night to track these people, to track this terrorists. And you can see them in this photo taking picture. So this is one of those terrorists who travel. So let's actually this is the guy. Okay, this is the guy here, right here. Unbelievable. And he thinks that he will not get caught and that he can have a vacation. I mean, Hague, you are in Netherlands where the Hague is. Unbelievable. They should, I mean, how dare they? So two things: either they're too brave, they are not, we know that they're diaper army, or they're totally stupid, which is, I believe, is the case. They're total doofuses, these both of them, and they're total slime balls. Because think about this: they go to the Hague, Netherlands, where the Hague is, and they take pictures, and they believe that they will not get caught and nobody's gonna be tracking them. The two Israeli soldiers had permission to travel to Netherlands, according to Israel's Channel 12, cited by Anadolu. The Israeli military decided that the soldiers should cut their vacation short and return to Israel, means they instructed them to run, and were told to delete all footage related to the war in Gaza from their social media, the report noted. How embarrassing it is for the Zionist state of Israel and its military that they have to actually tell their comrades, the brave soldiers, right? Hey, run! Israeli Givati reservist proudly posted that during the Gaza genocide, he was granted the privilege, quote unquote, to participate and assert superiority over Palestinians, making up for the 2014 failure. So there is this. This is coming from Israeli Genocide Tracker. Take a look at this guy. So they track this genocide tracker. They are tracking all of these soldiers, these criminals, and see how they're treating these Palestinian prisoners. And take a look at this guy. This is the guy who is boasting, bragging about his war crimes, and he got caught. Soldiers, including those in the reserves, have been advised to delete any photos they posted on social media of their time in war zones, the Times of Israel reported on Wednesday. They have also been advised to consider making their social media accounts private, enabling only acquaintances to access the information. Soldiers are also told to not publish information about trips they take abroad, the paper noted. I mean, this is also coming at a time when you see Brazil is taking action against them. Case in Brazil. Last month, a Brazilian court issued an order for police to investigate an Israeli reservist who was in Brazil on vacation for war crimes in Gaza, based on a complaint filed by HRF. So HRF is the looks like the courts, I think, in Brazil. Yuval Vagdani fled to Argentina with the help of the Israeli Minister of Foreign Affairs, the organization says, citing Israeli army radio. When we see Netanyahu smiling, smirking, standing beside or next to Donald Trump, I mean, how dare he? How dare he? I mean, his soldiers are getting chased away. So this is the picture of the Brazilian guy, or the Israeli soldier who went to Brazil, and Brazilian authorities, they have asked the police to investigate. And we know that this guy, Yuval Vagdani, escaped from Brazil to Argentina. The Hind Raja Foundation, not HRF, is actually Hind Raja Foundation, not court in Brazil, filed another criminal case against Yuval Vagdani. This time in the country he fled to Argentina, the group said in a statement. Chase these rats away from every piece of land anywhere in the world. Israeli guide for soldiers. So Israel has issued how to behave, how to maintain their social media account. And the amazing thing is that there are 1,000 soldiers the Hind Raja Foundation has filed a complaint with the International Criminal Court, 1,000 soldiers for war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide in Gaza. So they're doing a job that is very, very impressive, and this is why the founder of the the Intifada channel or news outlet was harassed in Switzerland. If you do not remember, last month, this is the brother, this is the guy who was actually detained in Switzerland or somewhere in Europe, because these people are exposing the war crimes of these individual soldiers. The Hind Raja Foundation noted that all of the named soldiers were located in Gaza during the genocidal assault, and the evidence reveals their participation in violation of international law. Basically, Hind Raja Foundation is chasing those soldiers, those terrorists who were in Gaza. And if you are an Israeli terrorist or soldier, and whether you are reservist or active duty member, if you are in Gaza, that means you have committed a war crime, that you have participated in the genocide. And Hind Raja Foundation, they're not going after all of the people randomly. They're going only after those soldiers or terrorists who were in Gaza and committed genocide. Obviously, if you're in Gaza, automatically you will be committing genocide.